Army, stand by. The world will shake. Jungkook, the king of K-pop, is almost back. And reportedly, it's not just another comeback. It's awakening. It's a revolution. This is a moment that has been awaited, held back by time, bitten by longing, and now just a matter of weeks. However, what will actually happen after the Golden Magne comes out of the military barracks? Will he come back with music? Or with a surprise that could change the face of the K-pop industry forever? South Korea is holding its breath. In various parts of the world, especially in the homes of BTS fans, the ARMY, who have been loyal to waiting, the clock is ticking louder than usual. Why? Because the calendar shows a reality that makes the heart beat. Jungkook, the global phenomenon, the golden voice, the symbol of a generation, will soon finish his mandatory military service. And after that, everything can change. Everything but wait. It's not just about an idol coming home. It's not just about a singer's return to the entertainment world. It's bigger than that. It's about how one name, Jungkook, can shake the balance of K-pop, break old narratives, and usher in a new era. An era where the line between idols and legends would be getting thinner and thinner. An era where one decision from one person could determine the direction of a billion-dollar industry. There are whispers from within the industry that not everyone dares to reveal. Whispers that Jungkook, right now, is preparing for something not just big, but monumental. A major decision that he said had left his own agency confused. Big Hit Entertainment, which is now under HYB, is reportedly debating internally about how to respond to Jungkook's unexpected comeback move. Because reportedly, Jungkook no longer wants to come back just as a member of the group. He wants more free, be bolder, wilder, and what is most surprising, more independence. Yeah, you didn't read that wrong. Jungkook is reportedly considering not immediately rejoining BTS once he completes his enlistment. Not because of indifference, not because of forgetting the brothers who have been his family for so many years, but because there are wounds that have not healed. There is a truth that has been hidden behind the glittering stage, and perhaps only she knows how hard it is to live as a global icon. That a reliable source close to BTS's inner circle said that Jungkook had experienced tremendous mental stress before serving in the army. He never showed it to the public because he was too strong to look weak. But that power is a fragile shield. Behind her smile, there was an inaudible cry. And when he went into the military, that was the first time he could be really quiet and think about everything, about who he really is, about what he wants, about the meaning of the stage, about dreams, about family, about the love that he can never have freely because all eyes are always on him. And now, after nearly 2 years of living as a soldier, not a star, Jungkook is back. But he's not the same Jungkook. He is no longer a young man who will say yes to all directions of management. He is no longer a person who is afraid of the reaction of the public. He's changed. He has become someone new, stronger, more mature, more prepared to take over the world in his own way, which makes the world tremble, not just because he's coming back, but because he will determine the direction of the return itself. Will he release a solo album? Or will he announce that he will step back for a moment from the world of entertainment in search of a deeper meaning? Or, even crazier, will he surprise everyone by forming his own label and becoming the first independent artist of BTS members to completely escape HYB's control? These rumors cannot be ignored. On fan forums, ARMY fans whispered to each other about the possibility of Jungkook rejecting the contract extension he was offered before enlisting in the army. They found little clues in the way he spoke in his last interview, in his songs that are more personal, more intimate, darker, in his more cautious, but still spontaneous actions, and the most emotional. In a letter he said he wrote to the army before leaving for the military, but was never made public by the agency. The letter it contained, it said, was heartbreaking, because in that letter he said, "If one day I come back, but not as you know me, please accept me, because I need to be loved not as an idol, but as a human being." The phrase has now become an urban legend among fans. No one can prove whether the letter really existed. but it feels like everyone believes it. Because that sentence is too honest to be considered fiction. It's too deep to be just an illusion. 2. Jungkook. Now, the industry is preparing. The media has already prepared their front pages. Music platforms are gearing up for exploding traffic. Brands are scrambling to be the first to offer contracts. But one thing's for sure. What will Jungkook do first once he's free? That question hangs in the air. And the answer to it could be the most horrendous moment in K-pop history. Will he return as a member of BTS and embark on their biggest world tour yet? Will he release a second solo album with a darker, more mature, more honest concept than before? Or will he disappear from the world of entertainment and focus on his personal life, as he had longed for in silence? One source from inside HYB even said that Jungkook had long harbored a desire to make an album in full English, with acoustic arrangements and experimental jazz, far from the typical colors of K-pop. He wanted to write songs about lonely nights, about loss, about shattered dreams, and about love that could never be had. If that's the case, then it's time for K-pop to face its new face. A face that is no longer shaped by the market, but by true art. And that face is Jungkook's face. And if the world thinks Jungkook's return is all about music, they're wrong. It's not just about harmony and melody, it's about the narrative of a person's life who for a decade was in the public domain, and now he wants to have it back. Himself, his own life. And that's what makes Jungkook's return not just a comeback, but a rebellion, a silent revolution. Entertainment analysts in South Korea are now opening up, albeit anonymously. One of them said that Jungkook had made a big plan that would not only shake up HYB, but could also overhaul the artist management structure across the K-pop industry. The source said that Jungkook will propose a new working system in which artists have full veto power over promotional schedules, creative direction, and even song releases. Meanwhile, armies around the world are starting to create digital countdowns. International fanbase apps are now showing a countdown clock to Jungkook's discharge from military service. And what drives him crazy? No exact date has been announced, but the fans are so genius they dug, guessed, analyzed the draft data from the Korean government's official website and compared it to the draft patterns of previous Idol seniors. They conclude mid-June 2025. And so, the whole world awaits mid-June like a small doomsday. The day of resurrection. The day Jungkook returned.